I guess this is welcome back. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. Today on Throwback Thursday, we're going to talk about a video that I watched that finally actually answered the question, what happened to Chaotic? But of course, I'm going to add a little bit of stuff because the guy apparently sure didn't know. And he was mostly talking about the card game and not actually the TV show at hand. So for people who don't know, I'm just going to talk about the show, not the card game, the show. The show came in 4Kids. Yeah, I think it was 4Kids TV before they turned to 4Kids the game station. And it's like, what the fuck? What exactly is going on here? So yeah, they basically did. And it's kind of weird too. It's like, where did the ones who originated the idea of, hey, if we do contests and give out game systems and stuff and make people watch, that sounds like a great idea. It's like, I wonder if that's what happened and YouTubers eventually thought of that idea too. And it's like, oh, sure. It's like, did they actually take the idea from 4Kids? I mean, if so, holy frick. But anyway, we're talking about Chaotic. So Chaotic came in 4Kids. I don't really know exactly the time. I'll just say before the early 2000s it came. And it was a very good series, very awesome. The season 1 was truly awesome. And well, the sad part was that in season 2, even though it was okay, season 2, they decided to change the artwork. And that's the pure weirdness of it all. It's like season 1, it got some getting used to. It was kind of a mix of cartoon and what South Park does. And in season 2, they decided to be like, oh, well, we're going to just turn it into cartoon. And I'm like, what the fuck, people? You had a better idea doing what you did previously than what you are doing now. For people who don't know what Chaotic is, Chaotic is a card game that actually is online. And of course, you can have physical copies of the cards as well. And they also had something very cool. It's kind of somewhat Sword Art Online-ish. Well, not really. The sad part is that this is more advanced than Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online, you actually tap in and you're in the game. This version, this game, you actually have this special device you have with you. And the device you can click and go online, and you're still going on. It's like there's still a regular you that's walking around. But then you have another version of you, another consciousness of you that actually goes into the game, and you can actually talk to friends. You can actually battle. You could actually level up and climb the rankings. And you could also check out the story mode and actually get some scans of cards and of monsters and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? It's pretty damn sweet. And they have a button that you can press, and you can always log in or log out. So when you log out, you sync back with the regular you that's in the real world, and you get to remember all of that memories that you just made in there. Pretty sweet, right? Who knows? Someday. Someday. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, but they'll get sued, sadly. It's like, yeah, they might get sued, but thank goodness it won't be from 4Kids who actually did the suing here. So, to jump into what happened, there was supposed to be a season 3. We actually end the series, in quotations, end the series with, I think his name was Tyborn. Yeah, he was a very iconic character, and he died. That was the last episode we got. That's the last thing that we saw was the funeral for him. And that's purely bullcrap, am I right? That's as bad as the freaking Beast Wars, and they ended it with Dinobot dying. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I'm like, I would be truly pissed off if that's how Beast Wars actually ended. Of course it didn't, but I'm just saying, it really is bullcrap where it's like, oh, so we ended with this guy dying, and that's the end of the series. You're a bullshit piece of So it turns out there was supposed to be a 3rd season. Now, you will ask, what happened to the 3rd season, Mr. Funny John? What happened to the 3rd season? Well, in Sony fashion, but they did this before Sony did. So since they did it before Sony did, technically they're the ones who Sony copied them. But anyways, it turns out that 4Kids decided to try to actually have ownership of the whole chaotic thing, period. And they went against the creator. And that lasted for 3 years. Now, within the 3 years, there shouldn't be no animation, no products, meaning there's no show, and there's no freaking stuff that you can buy. Meaning no show, meaning guess what? Season 3 has been lost to the world. Thanks, 4Kids, you dumb bastard ass. It's like, couldn't we at least have a middle ground where it's like, we just allow all the things still happen? You still let the show happen. You still let the toys happen. It's just that no one can claim it until it's over. It's like, why can't we have just a middleman who's like, I'll keep all the cash and stuff. Y'all guys go in and sue each other, and we allow the freaking TV show to continue. It's like, you motherfucking dumbasses. But yeah, that's what happened, is that they actually, 4Kids actually sued the creator and lost. And guess what? They lost, so, man, I guess even if we actually got awesome enough, and it's like, let's say season 3, season 4, season 5. At that point, when I say season 5, they actually would have already converted and say, okay, we're now CW 4Kids, because pretty soon they were able to conquer CW. So now they have CW 4Kids and 4Kids the game station. They had 2 things at the same time. And of course, you know how it is when it comes to 2 stores and you have an original owner. 1 owner and 2 stores means that one of them is going to lack, or they both are going to completely suck because you have the same merchandise in both. So it's like, yeah, you're going against yourself, and it's like, well, you might as well have some fun and separate yourself. So you have your regular shows in one, and you have some new shows in the other, or switch it up so it's like, yeah, we have half and half. New shows, old shows, new shows, old shows. But anyways, I already talked about how exactly Chaotic ended. That's how the TV show ended. Because of 4Kids being greedy as frick and wanting to sue the creator so they can have full entitlement of it. Even though personally I'm like, hey, y'all guys, you know, right, that you lost Pokemon. It's like, you lost Pokemon, and maybe this is the real reason why they did this. It's because since they lost Pokemon, they do have Yu-Gi-Oh!, but they lost Pokemon, and they really want to have a brand new thing in case, you know? Because they have Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And then they lost Pokemon thanks to Cartoon Network, which it's kind of funny talking about now. It's like, yeah, but Cartoon Network got backstabbed in 2017, and Disney has Pokemon now. So it's like, yeah, big middle finger to Cartoon Network. All right, you dumbasses. But yeah, it's like, I think that might be one reason why they were going after it, is because they wanted to have 2 properties they have. Even though Pokemon, they didn't really own it, and Yu-Gi-Oh! They didn't really own it. So it'll be kind of interesting seeing what happened if they did own it, because that means that Chaotic would be number 1, and Yu-Gi-Oh! They might actually quit doing Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the crazy part. It's like, yeah, they might quit doing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's kind of like with Mystic Knights and Power Rangers. Mystic Knights was pretty much a good hit. Power Rangers was about to get canceled. So I'm just saying, it's a little bit different because Yu-Gi-Oh! They didn't have any threat. Yeah, no one was going to take it away from them or anything. But of course, given Pokemon did get taken away from them, it is a matter of time when someone's going to be a jerkbag and be like, we want Yu-Gi-Oh! 2, or we want Yu-Gi-Oh! These bastards couldn't even keep Pokemon, so why did they deserve to keep Yu-Gi-Oh! And then there was a big battle there. My gosh, that would have been crazy. But anyways, yeah, I answered the question. It's pretty sad too. I enjoyed the show, even though it kind of like Ninja Turtles, where it had good art styles all the way to the very end, or, you know, last season. It's like, I wish they would have kept the same exact artwork and continued on, because that's what made it unique. That's what made Chaotic unique. But they lost the uniqueness, but it's still unique. It's just that they lost the uniqueness a little bit. But of course, if you haven't heard of Chaotic and you are like, what's Chaotic? You should definitely watch the show. I will promote the show. The show is very good. And will there actually be a season 3? Will they actually do that? Not really. I mean, it's not Young Justice. It's not Young Justice at all because it's like in 2000s. So yeah, it's like close to a decade has passed since Chaotic actually showed up on TV. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with the voice actors or anything. But I will tell you that it would have been a good season 3. Just 4Kids got too greedy for their damn good self. Anyways, have a good Thursday. And, well, at least 4Kids is dead. It's like, that's the good news. It's like, yes, at least 4Kids is dead. They kind of deserve it, given they screwed over a few things. And always freaking kissing up to Sonic X. It's like, my gosh. Talk about they found their SpongeBob.